Welcome to St John's for our weekly update. This week we had two really important services in the cathedral, and both of them have implications for the way we work and live here at St John's. The first was the service for Mental Health Week, and the themes for Mental Health Week included the need to feel like one belongs and one is connected, and also that one is aware. In 1983, the Richmond Report led to the deinstitutionalisation of people with mental illness, and that was a really good thing because institutionalisation was destroying the lives of many people. But David Richmond at the time had said that the governments would have to spend a lot of money on community support, otherwise people would be worse off. In 1993, Brian Burdicken, who was the Human Rights Commissioner at the time, looked back over the 10 years since deinstitutionalisation and reported that the lack of funding was causing people to suffer. For us at the cathedral, it's a very personal thing because we have quite a number of rough sleepers here, and many of them have mental health issues that are not being addressed because the services simply cannot cope. And so being aware is in part being aware of the need to advocate, and I'm so grateful that we have our homeless awareness group that works on that sort of project. The second service was a multi-faith service sponsored by the Australian Religious Response to Climate Change, and that service was held to mark the fact that a letter was sent to the government on Thursday, signed by over 100 significant faith leaders from various faith traditions in this country. And that letter reminded the government that the COP meeting is coming up in a month's time, and that it can afford to be ambitious because people of faith and the broader community want the planet to be cared for, and for the environment and the climate to be in such a state that it helps people to flourish rather than is constantly causing people to suffer through natural disaster. So two very significant events here at St John's this past week. In a few weeks' time we have All Souls Day, and there's the opportunity to add people who've died, add their names to the list to be remembered at the service in the evening on that day. If you'd like to make contact with the office, we can also take those details over the phone or by email. The next edition of Ford Day by Day comes into effect in November. Ford Day by Day is a fantastic little resource that allows us to reflect daily on the way our faith and life intersect. Copies of Ford Day by Day are available in the cathedral for $5. In 2 weeks' time we celebrate the feast of Simon and Jude. It's the feast that's associated with the building of this building that allows us to gather as a community and is the focus and hub for our action and outreach. The feast of Simon and St Jude was the feast on which the cathedral was dedicated. It was also the day that the foundation stone was laid and that the various sections of the cathedral were dedicated. Very significant day for us. Because of its significance, we choose that day to reflect on our stewardship. Last year we reflected on how we all have a place, and we had that wonderful image of the jigsaw of the cathedral. This year we're reflecting on how we take our visions and put them into action. And finally, our birthdays for this week. We say happy birthday to Lisa Clark, to Marika Bosma, to Craig Bowen, to Alan Morris, Lillian Borum, Gemma Dashwood and Julian Underhill. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for the role you play in the life of the cathedral. Thank you for your dedication to ensuring that this community is vibrant and that it has an outward focus. Thank you for the care that you offer to one another. Peace be with you.